Guys, so today is gonna be a chatty get ready with me video, and also I have quite a few new products that I'm trying out that are new to me. I thought it'd be really nice just to, do it with you guys and let you guys know what I think of these new products while I'm applying them. So without further ado, let's get started into this. Okay, so I've already prepped my skin with moisturizer. I'm gonna just start off by doing my brows. I'm one of those strange people that always do my eye makeup first. Everybody always finds that so weird, but girl, I just can't deal with fallout from eyeshadow ruining my foundation. I can't do it. I'm just using the L'Oreal Stylist Definer in dark brunette. This is a little dark for me, but sometimes I like my brows to be a little dark. And I've been really into pencils lately. I really like the ones from the drugstore too. I just feel like they've stepped their game up so much. You guys, I cannot believe that it's like Thanksgiving is already over. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving, by the way. And there's so many great like holiday deals out right now too. I mean, oh God, for Black Friday, I already spent too much money, and then Cyber Monday is gonna roll around and oh my God. Too much to deal with, girl. Too much. For some reason, my eyebrows are what always takes me the longest. What takes you guys the longest? I would totally be interested in hearing that. I just have to like make them perfection every time. Okay, so now I'm just gonna run through my brows with a little bit of Make Me Brow from Essence. This is like the same thing as Gimme Brow from Benefit. I mean, it's $3, so it's less than half the price of the Benefit one. And I really like this. So I'm just gonna tame these brows for a second with this. And then I always go through with my spoolie one more time because you can never spoolie enough. I mean, I guess you can, but you know what I mean. So for the first product that I am trying out for the first time today, I've opened them and everything and felt them, and I can tell that I'm gonna like these. So they are from Swisspers, and the reason I picked these up is for two reasons. I saw Emily Knoll talking about them on YouTube, and then also I always buy the Swisspers Q-tips. They're the double-ended ones, with the flat tip and then the pointed tip. So, I always stop by those in Walmart like every time I'm there. So these are also made by Swisspers, and they're their mini sponges, and they come in a 2-pack. You get like a purple one and a pink one, but they're so soft, you guys. They feel just like the Beauty Blender Micro Mini. I have both of these, damp, but they're just, I can tell they're gonna be great. I always use concealer for an eyeshadow primer. I just feel like it's the best way. It cancels out the best for me. And I got some splotchiness, some veins, so I'm gonna be using my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. So I'm just gonna be going in with that. And I probably put way more than I should. I'm just gonna go in and blend with my little Swisspers sponge. I mean, that name, come on now. So if you haven't noticed, I obviously have a new background. I'm kind of, I moved into a different room in our house, and I'm playing around with the lighting and the background and just, figuring out what I want to do. I just keep playing with it, and, I would really like to hear your guys' feedback on that, because I need it, you guys. I live in a very small town, and I don't know anybody else that does YouTube. So I'm kind of just winging all of this. I knew I was gonna like these sponges. That blended out so nicely. I found them over by where the Q-tips are, near the cotton rounds, that kind of thing. This is the closest dupe I have ever found for a beauty blender, not gonna lie. Now for the most exciting product review that I'm gonna be doing in this. Tartiest Pro Amazonian Clay Palette, you guys. It's so, so beautiful. I posted a couple pictures on my Facebook, so I have swatched this. But this palette is so pretty. I have yet to wear it. I wanted to make this video first for you guys. Oh, like look at this. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Starting from left to right in the palette with the duochrome shades on the bottom of my arm, we have Classic, Innocent, Whimsy, Smoked, Vintage, Fierce, No Filter, Vamp, Chic, Profesh, Mod, Drama, Indie, Bold, Edgy, Punk, and then Ethereal, Glam, Minx, and Trendy. I'm just kind of gonna wing it, you know. I'm gonna go in with one of my WetnWild brushes that I love. I think this is they call it a crease brush. But I'll have everything linked down below. These brushes don't have any names on them, which is the only annoying part. You know, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and it's called Whimsy. Okay, so I'm just gonna, woo, look at that pigment. Girl, I shouldn't have done that so heavy. Never fear, clean blending brushes here. I totally forgot to set my eye primer. Huh, I never do that. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna go in with the shade right here called Classic. It's gonna crease on me, I know. And I'm just gonna set the places on this eye. Hey, I guess, you know, it happens to all of us. And there, I could blend that out anyway because that was a little intense. I think I'm gonna do a dramatic look. I'm in the mood for it. This brush is so freaking good for 99 cents. I mean, who makes this good of a brush for 99 cents? A WetnWild? Love you. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade called No Filter. And just deepen up that crease. You guys, I really like these shadows. I knew I was going to. I mean, this color selection, first of all, is why I wanted this palette so bad. Second of all, it's one of those things where everybody's talking about on YouTube. That just blended out so nice. I'm just gonna go in with, this is just called the Real Technique shading brush. This is a great little brush to pack on the outside. It fits in so nicely. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade called Drama. Oh, they just blend so nice together. Oh, I love them. Oh my god, I'm totally going for a vampy look today. I can't even help it. There's so many awesome purples in here and darker colors. So now we can talk about these duochrome shades in here because they're fabulous. You know what? I'm going to go with a really bold, the bold shade, this one called Trendy, because why not? When I swatched this out on my arm, it had like 3 different colors coming off there when the light hit it, and I was like, I was talking to Zach and I asked him if I were to use any color in this palette, what would it be, just to get ideas of what to do today, and he told me this one. I was like, oh, you got me. Oh my goodness, you guys, this shade is so pretty. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm just using my Roller Lash Mascara by Benefit. Love this mascara. It's a great one. I'm just gonna go apply eyelashes off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was applying my lashes, my entire tripod decided to fall over because I tripped on it. So I'm not exactly at the same angle. Just work with me. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of Porefessional, mainly on my T-zone, places I need it. And the best way to apply this type of product, you know, that's supposed to get into your pores, is to press it, and that way it will get really deep in there. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, while I was off camera, I had to actually reapply my lid color with a smaller brush because it started to like fade off a little bit, which was kind of annoying. But once I went in there with that smaller brush and really packed it on, then it was good to go. So I think that if I just use that technique from now on, that it will be okay. So while I have my MAC Fix Plus out, I'm just gonna douse myself in that a little bit. I mentioned in an earlier video that I suffer from acne, but my face over here is usually worse and it's totally freaking out right now. I'm gonna go in the It Cosmetics Most Wished For palette that I talked about in another video. I can link that below as well. Bye Bye Under Eye Correcting, and I'm gonna go in with this medium shade right here. e.l.f. concealer brush. I've had it forever. It's a good faithful little concealer brush. Last time I used this, I talked about how it was patchy, and I just wanted to mention that I think that when you let it sit on top of the skin a little bit more instead of blending it in right away, I just needed to play it with it a little more, and I'm still in the process of doing that. I haven't got into it as much as I would have hoped for, but that's what happens when you have a lot of products that you're testing out. Okay, so now that I have everything corrected that I mostly want to, I'm going to be going in with my It Cosmetics CC cream. I just recently started getting back into this, and even though, you know, you more reach for a CC cream in the summertime, it's so nice to have something like this in the wintertime too, because my skin is just so dry, you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of this, I'm going to apply about that much on the back of my hand and dot it all over my face. I love that this has SPF 50 in it. I mean, come on. It's so amazing to find a foundation that has, you know, that much SPF in it that doesn't have, you know, an off-putting smell or any funkiness, you know. I mean, this does, you know, have an SPF-y kind of scent, but nothing like, you know, some of those other foundations that it's just like, just smells like straight up SPF. I cannot stand putting that kind of thing on my face. And I do this weird little thing where whenever I have, like, that spot, you know, left on the back of my hand. So anywhere I want extra coverage, I'm not going to waste that. And I'm going to pat that on my skin because I'm not messing around. I'm going to be going back in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Let's really test out this Swisspers sponge. You guys, the sponge is so good. I can't believe that the price point is so dramatically different. Honestly, only using this first time, I can already tell you that I'm probably never going to buy a Micro Mini again. I mean, it's $3 for 2 sponges. I feel like that's how the price point should be. I'm going to be going in with my Fit Me translucent powder. I was having a little bit of a problem with foundation rubbing off my nose, and that's one reason I was messing around with a couple of my older powders, and when I did this one, I noticed that it helped with that. It helped the foundation to stay put on my nose more, so that's one reason I've been using it lately. For my lower lash line, I did the same thing that I did in my crease. I worked into Whimsy, then blended that in with No Filter, and on the very outer edge, I used Drama. So I think I want to do quite a strong contour with this look. I mean, this is pretty dramatic. I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. contour palette. This is a really good one. You get, you know, bronzer, contour, 2 highlights. I don't use the highlights that much. I'm just going to go clean that up. Okay, and then since I already have my It Cosmetics palette out, I'm going to go in with that Sunshine in a Compact bronzer and just do a little bit of bronzer. I don't want to overdo it with this look. I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush and just kind of go over that. This bronzer will start out so harsh and it will like scare the crap out of you, and then you just blend it a little bit and you're like, oh yeah, it'll be okay. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little tiny sponge, go back in with that contour shade and contour my nose. That actually did a pretty good job. That blended out, you know, really nicely. I'm pretty happy with these sponges, you guys. I want to play around with these blushes a little more. Last time I used them, I really liked them. Taking my crown brush, I'm going to be taking this kind of plummy shade. It's called Perfect Plum. Just blending that in with my bronzer. My next first impression is by Physicians Formula. It's called Mineral Glow Pearls. I know this is probably pretty old, but a lot of the times in my drugstore, it's so far behind. The only thing about this is it says for all skin tones. That's really light. If a dark skin tone tried to use that, it might be too light, especially if you like to pack on the highlight. But I thought that this was really pretty. It says it's in shade Translucent Pearl. Real Mineral Pearl Extract. Creates a skin perfecting luminous glow. I think this looks beautiful. With all Physicians Formula stuff, it comes with a mirror, little brush. Holy pearl. Oh my goodness, do you see that? It blends like right out too, you guys. It's just so glowy instead of glittery, which is exactly what I want. This is good, you guys. That actually surprised me. I didn't think I was gonna like that. Why don't more people talk about that? This is such a good review day. Highlight makes me so happy, so happy. So the only thing we have left is lipstick, and I totally forgot it downstairs, so I'll be right back. The lipstick that I'm trying today is by Revlon. Honestly, I haven't tried that many Revlon lipsticks. I usually go for liquid lipsticks, and I don't like their liquid lipstick that much, but now I'm more getting into, you know, winter mode, moisture. I saw these Ultra HD sticks. They just roll up like that. This is in the shade HD Vineyard, and I just thought it was such a pretty shade for fall. It's so deep and just has a nice sheen to it. The lip liner that I'm using is by Rimmel, and it is... oh my god, it's in shade Wine. That's so funny, you guys, that this is in Vineyard and this is in Wine. Like, match made in heaven. Rimmel just... they take the cake in lip liners, you guys. And you know, Revlon totally makes just these pencil kind, but then they also make the twist up kind. So you get choices and variety, and both of them are phenomenal. They're both amazing. It has a really sweet scent. Oh, I can't really put my finger on it. It kind of smells like candy. So if you're not into that, that might be a little off-putting, but it's not too intense. It's actually kind of faint. It's really pretty though. This feels so good on my lips. Yeah, this just, I really liked it. What is happening? Obviously think that my favorite thing was the Tartiest Pro Amazonian Clay palette. The only con to this palette is I just got this, and you see how dirty that gets. I think that it's an amazing palette for, you know, transitioning into winter from fall, and it kind of makes you step out of your comfort zone, which is really nice. And I'm starting to look for that in a palette, because you can only have so many neutral tones, you know, until you're like, do I really need another neutral palette? That and probably the Pearl highlight from Physicians Formula was definitely my favorite. And that sponge is a great find, you guys, for $3. I'm pretty sure that's the price. Either way, so affordable, it's kind of ridiculous compared to the Beauty Blender Micro Mini. Anyway, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. It's always fun to try new stuff, and I will definitely be sharing that more with you guys because it's just a great time, and it's a great way to let you guys know what's good, what's out there. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you liked this video and you want to see more by me, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can be notified when, and give this a big thumbs up, you guys. Love you so, so much. I hope everybody has a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye.